Hey guys, JB Coins here with another video. And in the past we've talked to you about coins that are not from your area, and that, you know, if you're traveling through an area and you want to stop and pick up some coins at a local bank if they're open, that's one way of doing it. Or if you have relatives coming in to visit, maybe you can get them to pick some up. Well, we had our kids in town this weekend. They came to visit us and they brought us a present to share with you guys. So we're going to try and go through this box, and what we're going to do is try and go through this box live and unwrap it and see if we find any silver. There's one right there that's kind of got a dull tone to it, so let's start with that one. Yeah, we're not gonna try and chat this up. We're gonna just try and do this as fast as we can. We're going to look at the edges, see if it's obviously any silver. And that dull one actually was not a silver. We will obviously, after we shoot this, we'll obviously go back through and we'll look at them individually. But right now we're just trying to look to see if there's any obvious silver like we've been able to find in the last few boxes of halves. With you guys watching. So and I've had some suggestions from a couple, or from one of the viewers, that I could use a pocket knife and it would be easier than using the little screwdriver, but actually I prefer the little screwdriver because when I stab myself in the hand it hurts a lot less than the pocket knife. Plus the pocket knife, you have to score it around here, you know, and I don't like doing that in case that first coin happens to be something that we want to keep. So it's just personal preference. Some folks are very comfortable and very skilled to use a little tiny pocket knife and do that, but not my deal. So it makes us different, I guess. Let's try to tear through as fast as I can. I think the last box we found 3. I can't remember now. That's an 83. And since the last video, we actually share a little story with you while we're doing this. We took the pennies back from the penny video to Coinstar like we said we were going to, and got a little Amazon gift card with nothing taken out of our money. We got 100% of our money, no fees. And there was a lady in front of us that was just like having a meltdown trying to figure out how to use the machine, and she kept jamming it up, and she was just getting really frustrated, and we were starting to get frustrated because we wanted to get our coins in there and get out of there. And she got down to the last of the coins and they kept rejecting, and she kept bending down and picking them up and putting them back in the machine, and bending down, picking them up, putting them back in the machine. And I figured something was up, because Coinstar will reject foreign coins and it will reject silver coins, which, you know, some folks claim they won't and some folks don't believe they won't, and I had never seen it. And so I walked up to the lady and said, "Excuse me, but, you know, if you got like quarters or a couple bucks worth of change there or something that you want, I'll be glad to give you a couple of dollars, you know, whatever they're worth, you know, and you can get on your way and then I can get my turn." And I was very polite about it, and she was having no part of it. She was just like, "No, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing." And she held her hand out. And I started drooling. I think it was a little too obvious. She had a New York America the Beautiful quarter in the palm of her hand that nope, nothing there. That she flipped it over, and when she flipped it over, I saw the New York and then when she flipped it over the backside, there was no cladding. It was just bare copper on the face side, and I was like, "Oh man, I'll buy that off you." And she's like, "No, it's going to my foreign coin collection." I started laughing. I was like, okay. So anyway, she left. And when she left, I noticed there were 3 or 4 coins that she had jammed really tight into the opening. So before I poured my change in, I used my driver's license actually to pry them out. And when I did, out popped a 61D quarter silver. So I was like, hey, made a profit for the day. Haven't even put my change in here. So I not only didn't lose 11% if I'd have gone for cash, but I walked away with a silver quarter. So, and we're still tearing through, obviously, and we're getting a lot of shiny ones showing up, which is interesting. I mean, like this one on the end, that's a 95. But the edges are very, very bright. I'm not seeing anything obvious popping up out here so far. And we've noticed that you guys have really been liking the videos lately, and the numbers are climbing, and the viewerships are climbing, and the subscriptions are climbing. We really appreciate that. The comments are like off the chart. I mean, that's what makes it fun. That's what, you know, you guys are enjoying it. You're telling us you're enjoying it. Especially like hearing from the new collectors, up 71, not silver. You know, or the collectors that collected as kids and got out of it for many years and came back and like watching the videos. So, you know, it's fun. You know, that makes it fun. We're sharing and having fun together. So, and this one didn't tear real well, so we'll take a look at it this way. Nope. You ever notice when you're looking for the shiny ones, you can't find the shiny ones when you're looking for the ones that aren't shiny and they're nice and silver? No. Just kidding. There's a lot of really shiny pink in these rolls, which we don't tend to get those down here, especially if we're looking at half dollars. They usually beat the you know what. So we'll see what happens. I mean, you know, we may wind up finding half dollars that are in really nice shape. But again, this video is not about trying to go through each of these coins or each of these rolls for you guys, you know, one at a time or whatever. It would take way too long. We're trying to do the whole silver hoarding, looking at the sides and looking for the silver line, like we did in one of the videos a while back. And you guys seem to enjoy that one. So it was like, hey, we got a freebie here. Let's try and do this real fast. Nope. Okay, so one of the things that we try to remind you guys, because every once in a while we'll get, you know, the boo birds out there. Oh, you know, what's that thing worth? How much time did you spend? You didn't get any silver. You know, okay, great. We might go through this whole box and not find any silver. But what if we find a 64D that has a variety? There are some Kennedy halves that are worth routinely $300, and there's actually quite a few of them that are $100, $200, $300. There are some that are worth a lot more than that. There are some that are quite rare, but you know, you can find, you know, that quarter, for example, that one quarter that was silver, with the spot price of silver going through the roof the last week or two. You know, it pays by itself, but say that bicentennial is an S silver, or it might not be an S silver, but the bicentennial has known varieties, and they're pretty rare. So again, I mean, you can find individual coins, like when you're doing the pennies, if you find a 69S or a 55 double die, you know, there's individual coins that you could wind up getting that are worth more than this whole box, you know. So that's why we try to make everybody understand that we are coin collectors first, coin roll hunters, obviously. We are hoarding copper. We are putting away silver, you know. So, and we love the history, and we love to help educate ourselves and share that knowledge with you guys. So we're kind of just into the whole thing, you know. It should be, to quote JT Stanton from Cherry Picker's Guide, no matter what, it should be fun, okay? And there, you know, some folks just can't see the fun in it. You know, that's their problem, not ours. We're just gonna all continue doing what we're doing, and one of these days I'm gonna have to learn Spanish, because we're getting a lot of the questions in Spanish, and come to find out, we even have a viewer in Colombia. Saw that. I think one in Vietnam, one in Denmark, a couple in Denmark, something like that. We've got a lot in the UK, and obviously a lot here in the States and Canada. But you know, some of those were kind of a shocker when I saw those. YouTube has started letting us know who's watching and where they're watching. So that's kind of cool. You know, you kind of think it's just normal people here in the States, and it's not. It's folks all over the world. That's a really shiny one on the end. Take a look at that. 96p. He's got some bag marks, but see, that's the thing. You just don't know. You could flip that, and it could wind up being a, you know, a proof. We found quite a few proofs in these things. We found the gold-plated dollars, or half dollars, which are, you know, they're worth whatever somebody on eBay will pay for them. No real rhyme or reason to what they're worth. They could be worth anywhere from $8 to $20. You know, it just depends on if it's somebody's birth year or something like that. But no, 74. I thought that said 64 when I grabbed it. So we're trying to tear through these, and the rolls are not cooperating on these last few rolls. Okay, nothing there. And this is something for some of you guys too. I know there's coin roll hunters out here that like to mark up their coins so they can tell whether they've searched them. But unless you're really, really knowledgeable about what coins have potential varieties, what coins might actually be worth, say you find a half dollar in here, and you're doing just what we're doing right now. You're just sorting through looking for silver, and you go, you know what, I didn't find any silver, so I'm going to mark up a few coins in the box, send them back to the bank. That way I don't wind up researching my own coins. Well, that's great, but you might take a coin like that coin could be. I've found some coins that were years that had potential varieties that were worth 50 to 100 bucks on a fairly regular basis. I've seen a lot of bicentennials, for example, that people will put some sort of mark on there with a permanent marker, and it basically ruins the value of the coin. Now, if I happen to find out that that coin has an error or a variety or something that adds to the value of that coin could be worth far more than its silver melt value, and you just destroyed something for somebody down the line. So please, guys, have some, you know, the mints are doing a good enough job of screwing up our money and lessening the quality. We get a lot of folks talking about that on the site. On our channel, you know, that the mints are just really doing a horrible job, and there's a possibility right there, guys. Let's take a look. Oh, 66. That's a 40%er. That's a silver. So, see, there you go. We got one. But yeah, it's something we've got to kind of police ourselves and just show some respect for other folks. I understand, you know, I don't know. I guess I don't understand. It just bugs the heck out of me when I see those. I've seen, like I say, some really nice coins that may not be worth anything to whoever put that felt tip marker to it, but, or spray paint or whatever the heck they want to put on them. But, you know, there were a few that I would have kept, and it really kind of ticked me off to have to send them back to the bank because they were basically worthless. There was no way that I could clean them. It would devalue the coin. So the cleaning would devalue the coin even more than what they did defacing the coin. So we've got one 40%er on the table. Nope. And we've got about 10 or 12 rolls left here. And we're probably getting a little long here, but we've had longer videos. And I've managed to get a rant in while I was doing this too, so. Another really shiny one, no silver. I was surprised I actually spotted that 66, being a 40%er. And you know, it's late in the afternoon here. We've got a thunderstorm starting to roll in, the light's starting to die on us, and my vision, as we've said in many videos, is not that great. So sometimes I'll miss those. You know, I may go through this pile later, slower, and find a date on the face, and have missed the silver on the side altogether. So you know, that happens. But you know, you young guys that are doing this, that are writing into us, I mean, I'm sure you guys are spotting them right away. And if you do it in better lighting, that also helps. But nothing's better than 20/20 vision. So gosh, they just keep tearing crooked. Sorry guys. Pull that out. Nothing there. There it goes. Nope. Yeah, we're down to about the last 8 here, it looks like. So I'm guessing. Can't really see the full box, but God, I even had the edge on that one, and that one peeled back on me. 72, wow. Close. Nope, no silver on that one. Looks like we got quite a few bicentennials that are popping up in here, which we like. We had one box a while back that we had, I think we wound up keeping something like 50 bicentennials that were in really, really nice shape. Down to the last half dozen rolls. So we're getting there. And most folks throw the bicentennials back, and we did when we started shooting these videos. But more and more folks that I talk to are starting to question whether or not we shouldn't be grabbing those, because at some point the mint's going to decide to just take all these half dollars that are out there and take them out of circulation, you know, and melt them down, because they're starting to look at new metals again, and changing up the coins like they're changing up the dollars, and nope. And you know, so if they do that, just like if they do away with the penny or the nickel, or both, you know, all of a sudden these coins that we're sending back to the bank thinking they're worthless, you know, they may be worth something that we didn't count on. Oh, we got green. And green could be a couple things. Green could be a really nasty clad, or it could be a really bicentennial. Bicentennial. 76. Philadelphia, looks like. That is weird. The coin itself's not too bad, but the edge is green. This one's green too. 85. Don't see any silver there. Okay, 3 left. 1 silver on the table, 3 to go. Come on, guys. We can do it. Whoa. I was thinking this one might be, but it looks like it's clad. Yep, 71D. 2 more to go. Nope. Last one. Okay. You can see how long this video is. And the idea was to unwrap all these live on camera so that everybody would know that we're legit here, and that if we find silver, we find it like we did. And if we didn't, we wouldn't. Lately, we've been giving you guys the lists. No silver in this last roll. Our next video, we're going to go ahead and put out the $half-dollar list. And it's longer than what I first thought. So we'll go through these coins off camera like we always do. We'll put the list together, and we will put that list up for you guys for the $half-dollars, which I think leaves us just the quarters to do next. So until next time, please continue to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And JB Coins signing out.